And if you are here with me, plus in the comment, please just drop that you're here with me. Say hi with your hands. Just say live if you're here. And if you're watching that as a replay later during the day, just write replay. So I know that you have watched that and you have got all the information there for you. So again, today we're going to talk about stress, how that leads to belly fat. And I also post this early in the morning because I really was curious and hear about you. Do you think that stress, when stress is there, can really lead to storage more fat in your belly? Yes or not? So you still have time to answer here in the comments if you want. I'm curious about you, and you can also write why you think is a yes or why you think is a no. Really want to hear from you. At the same time, I want to also introduce myself. There are news ladies here. There are a lot of new ladies here in the group, around 20 people, and I'm so excited for them to be here in this great community where we share a lot of fitness tips, we share a lot of mindset tips, and also we share food tips. So a lot of things there just for you, for your health. And if you are in a weight loss journey or not, you can still use these tips for yourself in the future. So I want to introduce myself. My name is Cristina. I am a fitness and nutrition coach, and I help women like you in their middle life to lose belly fat and be fit and strong again. So again, if you're hearing me, just raise your hand that you can hear me because I have a headphone and I just want to make sure that you are there with me. So I see comments, or I hope I'm going to see comments on my phone. So again, let's start this beautiful interesting topic of today. Stress leads to belly fat, yes or no? Drop your answer in the comments below. Okay, let me say this because this happened to me this morning. Let me say this: when enough is enough, and you need to step up for yourself. So this is what happened to me this morning. And I don't want to say just this morning, but I guess that happened more than once. But this morning I just wake up, and I think I lived many stressful moments 1 minute after the other. And I'm going to explain you that. So the girls, I'm the first one waking up in my house. And then the girls, I decide to, it's Friday, let's have eggs, let's have nutritious, nutritional breakfast. So I prepare eggs, I prepare milk, everything. And I set everything on the table. And my first girls came downstairs. She looked at the table and she said, no. And she just turned and she went up. And I say, what? What do you mean? You always like eggs, right? But in their mindset, they are teenager, they change idea every time. So I say, no, I don't like egg today. I don't want a egg. I don't want this. I don't want that. And you were there, you wake up half an hour before them to prepare everything for them, to prepare the lunch for them, right? And you have somebody just telling you, no, I'm not going to eat that. What is my chocolate chip cookie, right? And then it's not just that. And they were late for school. Then one didn't bring her, the youngest one, my sweet Aurora, she didn't bring down her laundry for a week. And I'm trying to teach them that if they wanted their clothes washed, they need to bring their laundry down so I can wash it. I don't want to be their servant, right? And she didn't. Right? It's easy, not bring anything down. So she went in my closet, she picked up my clothes, my sweater, and she used that to go to school. I was so pissed because I didn't even realize she was wearing that, right? And then I had the cleaning lady coming this morning. So usually when you have a cleaning lady, right, you just clean up a little bit the area from toys, stuff on the floor, right? So I went upstairs and I told the girls, you need to clean up before the ladies come. And I did that yesterday also with them. And I went upstairs to check everything. It was a mess. And in 15 minutes, I had a client coming in to do a personal training. And I was so stressed because there were air everywhere, on the floor, on the shower, on the sink. There were toothbrush. And is that just me, girls? Because if you have girls from 10 to 15 years old, just let me know. Just tell me that I don't feel alone. I'm not the only one living this situation because this is very stressful and there was mess everywhere. And, and then my oldest one also asked me to go and pick her up early from school because she has to go to this miracle camp with the church and she needs to prepare her hair. I say, what? At the same time, I had a client coming, I had to work and all of this in 45 minutes. So I was very pissed. So now, arriving at the point, trying to grab a morning like this, 45 minutes, multiply it by 8 hours. Okay, multiply it by 10, 15 a month, 30 days, 60 days. Okay, This will drive you crazy. And I don't mean just, kids, like happened me this morning, the stress that the kids can cause. I mean, the stress that like feeling overwhelmed at work when everyone is going to just tell you what to do and give you a lot of tasks to do, right? And you feel overwhelmed. Can be your coworker, can be your boss, ask you to double your hour at work. And so you always say yes, yes, yes to everything because we don't want, miss something. We don't want to be fired. We don't want our kids miss a second of their life or an opportunity that they can have, right? And we always want to be there to help everyone around us because they deserve to be happy, right? And so on. But do you deserve to be happy? This is my question here, right? So what is going to happen to your body at that time, at that point when you are doing a lot? And again, is that just me? Comment, just drop in the comments if you relate to what I'm saying now. Do you feel that stress coming up every day, day after day? Just drop me this if this is you, because the question of today is, does stress lead to gain belly fat or to store belly fat or have difficulties to lose weight? And the answer is yes. Why? Yes is a big, big yes. Because, and let me know, I'm not talking about acute stress. That acute stress that happened, for example, to me when I have to go to Italy and I have a long trip to do and I need to prepare luggage. So I have that day before that I have to leave and the same day that I have to leave for any trip. I am crazy. And all the family is fighting. Why you didn't do that? I have to do that. I have to run here. I have to buy that. So that is a kind of acute stress that can last a day or 2 days. I'm not talking about that stress that sometimes can lead you to lose weight. I'm talking about chronic stress. The chronic stress is that prolonged stress that stay there day after day, where you feel overwhelmed day after day, and this is going for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you feel that you are drained down and you don't have any more energy, right? That kind of chronic stress can really lead to hormonal changes in your body. And this hormonal change can really increase your appetite. And if this is you, just drop appetite in the comments, because this happened to me when I have that stress going for a long period, right? You have an increase of appetite, and this increase of appetite, hey, hi Karen, thank you for being here. So, and if you have this increase of appetite, and then that also causes more cravings for what kind of food? Let's guess here. What kind of food? Let me know in the comments. What's the food that you're gonna grab when you are stressed? Because for me, it's chips. I always go for salty stuff. What about you? Because every time we feel that appetite going up, that is not real hunger, but it's appetite that can cause that cravings. Is gonna cause craving for high caloric food like ice cream, so sweets, like chips, like pizza, that kind of food, right? And your body, and what's happening in your body? Because this is what happened with that kind of hormone. So what is this hormone? What's the name of this hormone? This hormone is called cortisol, okay? And when your body is so stressed, it releases this cortisol at a level that it is not used to, because cortisol is a hormone that is in your body normally and keep you awake, keep you active during the day, right? And at night, we have the melatonin that go up, right? When you are so much stressed, these two hormones are not balanced anymore. And your cortisol, that is also called the stress hormone, stay up there for a prolonged time. And your melatonin doesn't work anymore. And then what's happened when this stress hormone is always very high there, your body store more fat. But where is gonna your body store more fat, right? Belly. At our age, over 35 years old, one of the common places where we store more fat is our belly, right? Our belly. And, this is very common. So, and what's happened that it became a cascade of bad events. Women, most of the time, what do they do when they feel stressed? They eat. let me tell you, at least 80% of the women I talk to, when they feel stressed, they eat. And they eat as a way to cope with the stress. It's just a way to cope with it, as you know, to make themselves feel better. But that is going to be just momentaneously. It's not going to be something that, okay, I eat chips, I'm going to feel good forever. I eat chips, I feel better because, yeah, that's my comfort food. But that this is going to go down, it's going to become a bad circle, okay? Because the circles drain you down with your mood. And then you're going to feel not just stressed, but also depressed and with a bad mood. And that is going to increase maybe your depression as well. And I was curious, this is why probably some of you that are listening right now knows what I'm talking about. I was curious at the beginning of the week, here in the group, I make a post and I ask, what do you do to fight a bad mood, right? And I was there with my, face so moody. And I asked this question. And if you scroll down on the post, you're going to see that. You're going to also see some feedback there. And, I was very impressed about the feedback because it's also something that I'm going to talk today. So there was Trisha there that said that start smiling. You're going to see how much your day is going to change. So true. And this is what I was doing this morning when my kids left my home and I was so stressed and I was like, what am I going to do now? I have a client coming 10 minutes. I just smile. I breathe in and out. I walk to my bathroom. I got change in 2 minutes. And then I say, okay, let it go, and just focus, prioritize what is coming next. A client is coming next. She is important, prioritize on that task. And, I let the stress goes away and I just focus. And this is very important. So, and another great advice was Tammy that said, just talk with a friend or talk with your spouse. Don't stay alone. Don't feel alone. Talk with somebody. This is not a good thing. Find a buddy to do something with. Also a great workout. Go for a walk. Right? When we feel that we are overstressed, maybe we need to open up a little bit, not just close ourselves. Then there was Mary Beth. She said instead she wanna just read by herself, stay by herself in a room, calm down, listen, calm music to distress a little bit. Another one, great job. Or there was Carol that really put everything and her energy in doing workouts. So, and that's amazing. All these things are amazing when we wanna lift up our mood, right? And all these ladies, let me tell you, they all cope with stress because stress is there every day. So they all cope with stress. They all cope with bad mood. We are women, we are human, and we all cope in a different way here. And some of them as fight or are fighting a battle with weight loss, or maybe they have other goals in their life. So everyone is different. So what I want to talk today, because we talk about stress, right? And with the stress, if it's chronic, this is going to lead you to gain and store more fat in your belly. So let's see some easy strategies that you can really use to help yourself to find a way to cope with this kind of stress, right? And the first one that I always try to make people think about is, and one of the most important also is that you need to put yourself first. Give yourself some time. And I don't mean, you cannot stand your hubby anymore, so you want to get a divorce, or you want to just, leave everyone here and you just take a flight and move to another state. I'm not talking about this. You're not gonna find the solution there, right? You need to find your solution, your real life. We're a real person, right? We work, we have kids, we are hobby. So you need to prioritize yourself, making a little bit of space also for you, not just for your kids, for your husband, for your work, also for you and for your well-being. Otherwise, you're gonna get sick. You're not gonna take care of yourself. You're gonna get sick. And it can be just, and listen, this can be just 10 minutes per day. You can just start with 10 minutes per day. And when you see how much good this gives to you, then you start realize, oh, maybe if I do that more often, if I increase that to 15 minutes, and this is the time that you need to recharge yourself. This is the time that you do something for yourself and not for others. Some example activity can be just reading a book. I read a book every night. That is my time. I stop watching TV at night because I set a time that I go to bed. And when you set a time, and we're going to talk about this in another things, I'm going to talk about this later. I read a book half an hour, and that is my distress time when I come down before to go to bed, and that helped me to fell asleep really sooner. For others, can be meditation, stretching, working out. Some of us that we are always running all day, we just deserve a bath. We just deserve a bath. Just lay there with some, salts inside. For others, just go to the grocery and just buy something healthy for yourself. Or another thing that I love to do is do some ladies' night out to gather with some friends, go dance. Do something for yourself, not for others. Don't just go out for dinner with your family. That's good. You can do that. But think about do something for you. Gather with some friends, some ladies that you have fun, and go out one night, have a dinner together, go to dance, go to listen music, go to a cabaret, do something like have fun. So the second strategies that you can adapt is always one of the best one is exercise and move. When you exercise, you always feel better. You always feel better, and you adapt better to the stress that you had during the day, or maybe you have. And I have more than one client. Some more, advanced with depression. So I have some clients that really suffer of depression that always tell me, how grateful they are because they feel committed to our personal training. So coming to my house and do our personal training, or for some of you just doing that online, always with my program, is something that really make them feel committed to something, make them feel that they are concentrated and focused on something. So they fight their depression with that. And also all the daily motivation that they get from the program from me, they really appreciate that. So this is another thing, work out, move, because working out really helps your mood and help to fight the stress that you had during the day. You can do that in the morning, you can do that in the afternoon. You can find something that you love, like Zumba, you can go walk, you can do just a strength training, but you need to find something, because moving don't just fight depression and stress, but also burn calorie, and you build lean muscle at the same time. So you have a lot of benefit about that. So the first one was put yourself first, try a little bit, start with that. The second one, try to do some physical activity that is very important. The third one that we are here talking about is eat, okay? Eat, but not overeat. Because we know that stress causes us to eat, mostly us women to eat and binge, but mostly with the wrong food, because you never go look in the refrigerator for some grapes. You go for chips, ice cream when you are stressed, right? And this and what's happened sometimes is also sometimes it's not about I need for beans. Sometimes some of the ladies here, they don't eat enough food. Okay, so and this causes the body a lot of stress. So it is eat, but be careful, because binging a lot can cause, and binging with the wrong food is wrong. But at the same time, there are people here that when they feel stressed, they don't even find the time to eat. They don't get enough calories in. But let me give you this example. Your body is like a car. And if you wanted that your car run 100 kilometers, 100 mile per hour, without fuel in their body, without fuel in the car, in the trunk, it will never do that. The only thing that a car can do is just park on the side of the street, die, because there is no fuel anymore. And then you are there in that car, right? And you're gonna feel more depressed, more hungry, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You're gonna feel stressed and tired, and all the energy drained out of your body, right? So what do you have to do there? You can't be at your best if you don't feel your body at your best, right? So you cannot call for help when it's too late. And then at that point, you're gonna eat also from wrong snack. So keep your body fuel with the good food, and try to avoid overeating that big meal, right? I prefer you to go and eat more times per day, and try to snack with the right food, like fruit, yogurt, nuts. This is very important. The fourth one that we're going to talk today is very important, is how to set how to set priorities. So you need, and I know a lot of ladies here are working here, they are working also 10, 12 hours per day, right? And you need to decide which tasks and activities are most important for you, and you need to prioritize them. You can't prioritize all your day. You can prioritize 12 hours of your day. You won't survive. Your body is gonna get sick. You have to choose few and fulfill them without overwhelming yourself. For example, one of the most important things for fat loss, aside than staying a caloric deficit, that we need that, right? We need to set a caloric deficit, and you need to have this done by someone that knows about this, that knows how much you move, that knows your habits. Okay, you cannot do that just by yourself and just invent how much calorie you should eat. This is very important that you go to the right person that do this for a job. And one of the most important thing, aside from as I told you, the caloric intake, is sleeping. Because if you don't sleep enough, you'll feel more stressed and moody, and you will store more fat that you cannot even imagine. And why? Because your body stress is going to make the wrong choice. You're going to eat more, you're going to binge more. And that's ever happened to you? Because, you know, when one day you don't sleep enough hours, during the day, then the day after, you just make the wrong choices about your food or about what you're doing at home, because this is very common. This is what tell you, oh, you didn't fuel your body with the right sleep, not just with the right food, right? So you're going to really feel much more stressed, much more moody. Nobody can tell you anything, right? And so we need to make that a priority. So one of the things that, for example, I start with prioritize when I'm very stressed is you need to make the sleeping an habit, a priority. You need to set, so you need to set a time that you wake up and a time that you go in bed, and you need to stick with that for at least a few weeks. So you know that I wake up at 7 a.m. because I have, or I wake up earlier, but if you decide to wake up at 7 and you go in bed at 10, these are the two times you need to respect for a few weeks. You cannot even imagine how many things can change your life just, you know, making this small change of sleeping for a long period, okay, giving yourself the habits that can just help you with weight loss. Prioritize 1, 2, 3 things, okay, that's gonna make your life easier. And this is the last thing that I want to talk to you about today. So you have 4 things, 4 strategy, and the first one is always put yourself first. I don't mean change completely your life or just leave your house. No, I just say start with few minutes per day that you think just about yourself, and you learn to say no to other people's requests. You need to get some rest in order to start a weight loss journey, in order to start to lose belly fat. Then the second one, you need to exercise, move, because one of the first things we do when we have depression and bad mood and we are stressed is moving. When you exercise, then you're gonna feel better right away. Okay, mostly after you take a shower, ooh, you're gonna feel, oh, I am completed today. I did my job. The third one is be careful, eat but not overeat. Okay, and at the same time, fuel your body with the right food, because if you don't eat enough, you're gonna cause the opposite that you want. You think that eating less than 1,000 calories per day is gonna make you lose weight. Yeah, sometimes it make you lose weight at the beginning, then you get stuck and your metabolism is so low that in order to restart it, it's gonna take months, okay? And then you're gonna still have that weight to lose. Or maybe you're gonna gain just all your weight back. And the fourth one, you need to set priorities. Start with 1 or 2 for your days. That can be 1 meal per day that you're gonna make the right choice, and maybe the sleeping. So set some times that you're gonna respect, and give yourself some grace as well. It's very important. Like Teresa said, give yourself grace, right? So I hope that you enjoy this podcast of today, and thank you for being here in our community, Fit 40 Women. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comment. Unfortunately, I cannot see comments right now, but I'm gonna answer to them later. So enjoy your weekend. I love you all. Bye-bye.